Hello everyone, welcome to a Clash of Clans video. We're going to be doing another farming and showing y'all basically how to upgrade your base very fastly. Now, if you notice, I've upgraded all these walls in just a matter of maybe a day or two. So, that's really good right there. And we are going to have to fill our storages up just for the update, but the update might not be for just a few more days. I still think it's gonna be not anytime soon, but maybe a week or a couple days. But what I do is boost your barracks, 115 archers, 110 goblins. Now then you can boost your Arch Queen and Barbarian King, as I do, and it just makes it really helpful. So yeah. The reason the barbarians and the archers are helpful is the barbarian king and the archer queen is helpful is because sometimes you might miss a couple items. So like you could put the barbarian down right there or something like that. And archer queen is a good sniper. You could let's just say there was that dark drill. You could put the archer queen down, clear all that stuff, and hit the archer queen. I mean the dark elixir pump, and then you're basically set for that, and you just use some dark elixir, and all you had to do was 5 gems for the archer queen. So you basically could be paying 5 gems for maybe a couple thousand dark elixir, which is always nice. And we're gonna go ahead and attack with partial army. You don't really have to have a full army to attack, as long as you hit a dead base. So it's not really necessary to have a completely full army. Will you do better? Probably, but sometimes you can come across bases that are very easy. So in a way, you can be saving time. And to be honest, I usually don't use a full army unless it's training. It's already been trained up at like the second army or something. But usually I go for, if I have both heroes, 150, about 175 of the heroes are out. And it is morning time, so it's kind of a bit harder to find dead bases in my time zone. For some reason, the afternoon is very good, or / nighttime, but we should be able to find a base eventually, which shouldn't be too long. But you need to get your archers, goblins upgraded to max, which my goblins are upgraded to max right now. But it just makes it kind of easier, and it's just they take stuff out faster. In army camps, you don't really need to upgrade them just yet, because if you're a farmer, now if you're a war person, you probably will, but farmers, 220 or / 225. I have 225 spaces, but it's really good enough. You don't, because usually you have troops left over even after you attack the opponents, and I just usually spread them around to see if I can try to win. But it really isn't necessary to have. But I mean, if you really want to upgrade them, get them out of the way, feel free to do that. But the reason, like I said, is you have plenty of troops most of the time. Now I don't have full troops right now, but we still have a good amount, so we don't really have to worry. Okay, we did find a dead base, and we're picking up some loot. It did take a few finds, but in all, it was worth it. So I don't necessarily know if we're going to win, but we're going to try to pick off that thing right there. Alright. We got these elixir up here. Let's just spread these down up there. And then they're going to... We did have a dam right there, but we didn't have our heroes. So if we had our heroes, we would be attacking them. But sadly, we did not have our heroes. So, but we will have our heroes next. But for our second army, our heroes will be done, so we should be able to go right out to an attack. very shortly. I'm just gonna let them build up just a little bit more, and basically fill this up to halfway, whatever your halfway up mark is, or something close to that, and then I always go for a little bit more archers, just because um, they can go over walls. So sometimes there could be a lot of defenses with like, let's just say these were all gold collectors, so the archers would go down. So it would be good. Okay. Now, the loot, I can already tell. I've went up a lot. Before we started filming, I only had about 200,000 gold, and it's already up at 157,000. So that's really good. And I literally just upgraded, I think it was Bam to Bam, and totally worth it. We still got a few defenses upgrading, Mortar and Expo, and another Expo. And after them upgrade, I already said that we are not going to be building anything else until the update, because I'm going to try to have as many, or maybe one or two things if we do upgrade some. But I want to have, just in case it's a lot of stuff in the new update, I want to have builders available, which I don't necessarily know if it's going to be just maybe one or two things. But I know we need some loot for the boat. I think you're gonna have to rebuild that, however much that costs. Which to be honest, since it is available for lower town halls, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be that much. Like the Can Castle was only 40,000, something close to that. So it could be higher for town halls that are higher levels. I have no idea, but we will see by the time comes, and it's gonna be. It's going to be a game changer, and it's probably the biggest Clash of Clans update ever, and no one can disagree on that, because we're getting a new game mode and potential night mode, and then different stuff like that. And I have a feeling there will be maybe some dark barbarians, dark archers in this new world. We'll see. That's not confirmed or anything, but it is a possibility. But still, I still don't think that's going to happen. But it still could. I'm like 50% on that. 50% it could happen. 50% it won't happen. I have a feeling that maybe let's just say the hog riders could target loot or something. It could be something crazy. I don't know. Also, I have a feeling that the loot in this new game mode is going to be pretty good. It's going to be easier to get, instead of waiting 24 hours for, actually 2 days. You have to wait 2 days to get loot from your war. And after you train both your armies up, let's just say each army costs roughly 400,000, and you train two of them, you basically only gained about 200,000 each, and it took 2 days. If you got 1,000,000, which is usually what I get, it's about 1,000,000 gold and 1,000,000 elixir. So you're not really making much, but it does, I guess, puts it away. So like you spend, so when you get a raid and stuff, you might save a little bit, but or it just puts it so you get it later. Maybe you'll. It seems like you have more, but you're really spending it and then earning it back through just random raids like this. And then I did not mean to place that down, but you're earning it back, and then you're basically getting more later, and it's complicated. But if you really do think about it, Clan Wars is all it really does is take your loot away, and it gives it back to you in a matter of a day, because a battle day is 1 day. Also, if you fail and stuff, you wasted your loot. So you really, or if you lose the Clan War. So really, Clan War, if you're trying to farm, is not a good idea. And also, your Dark Elixir gets drained usually if you use a Dark Elixir army, which you don't have to. But personally, I use Valkyries, and they drain the Dark Elixirs, and then you get some back, but it's not really the same, because you're spending so much, so you're not really gaining anything. So you need to be prepared for losing a little bit of loot in Clan War. It's mostly heavy on when you lose and you use some big armies, and that's just very annoying. So I really do recommend that you focus on just farming. Now I am of course in a war, but I'm just gonna suffer through it, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna win because the enemy clans is level 4, but if you take a look, their players compared to us are not as good of a base. And this is my base. Everyone knows what it looks like. Okay, so have a good look at that, and then look at their enemy. Their enemy's walls are not as high level, and they looks like they only have 2 infernos, and they're level 1. And then their expos are just level 3. And then Archer Queen's only level 10. And then Barb's only 12. So it should be easy to take them out. Hope you enjoyed this episode. And drop a like and subscribe. And there's going to be a lot of farming. Getting ready for this update. And maybe we're going to upgrade maybe a few more walls. But probably going to hold off on that unless we do fill our storages up very soon. Because the update is just around the corner. And we do need to have full storages for that. So I will see you in the next one, and I record with Airshoe, and I hope all y'all have a great day. Peace.